All right, it's day 13, and the question is, what is the Horseman's real name? Now, this is pretty simple. You just got to go over to the Rippaverse.com website, like I mentioned before in the other videos, and check out the characters page. But don't forget, this Rippaverse Isom statue just came out. So if you've been following Isom for a long time, and you know us fans have been talking about this statue, it is available right now. Go to Rippaverse.com and get it. But to get to the question, head over to Rippaverse.com, characters section right up here. And right at the character spotlight, we got Horseman. And right away, you already know his names. Hector Lee Caballero. The protagonist of the Horseman comic series is a Hispanic-Irish vigilante who recently located to Flores Park, Texas. Now, the characters page is a huge upgrade from what their website used to be. And before, when Rippaverse released their books, we only relied on the Dokemon cards to give us a little bit more insight on the characters. There's already a Dokemon card set number 1, and there's also the other number 2. So if you've been around, you probably have those cards. They hold a lot of information about these characters. But if you don't have them, the characters page at Rippaverse.com is a great place to figure out what type of characters are being introduced in the past, present, and maybe they might give some hints on whatever they might be cooking for the future, because we got other books coming up like Blood Ruth. So who knows what's in store for Rippaverse and their fans in the future. So on the Horseman character page, we can get to know Hector Lee Caballero just a little bit more before the comic book is released. So from the background here, we know he's a soldier. He's skilled, tactical fighter with a knack for close quarter combat. And this is interesting, a surprising talent for bowling. So there's another side to him, just, punishing bad guys. But the abilities here is military training, proficiency in firearms and melee weapons, skilled fighter. So you'll see him in Horseman number 1 that's coming out. It's currently on pre-order in the Horseman collection. And the whole story is he just arrived in Flores Park and he's throwing it down, right? He's getting to business, getting rid of a lot of bad people from what I'm gathering. So we'll see him first appear in Horseman number 1. But if you do have the Rippazine number 2 issue, the first few pages of the Horseman is already in there towards the back. So you can check that out just to get a little taste of the Horseman and the actions. And just like in the pilot trailer that was introduced earlier, the type of action there, that's the type of action you can see in the book. And it's amazing. And that's why this is a book you just cannot pass on. It's going to be a lot of action and it's highly anticipated. I think it's going to be a blast.